Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the Empire of Portugal. So we're actually doing pretty well. We have all but two little nations in South America under our control in terms of natives. Unfortunately, France is running around causing some trouble, which is rather frustrating actually. They seem to have a lot of settlers. Oh, they have 4 settlers. Interesting. Why do they have 4 settlers? Huh, I don't know. We're working on getting California, then we will work on getting Cascadia, or Cascadia. We might move one army back up here to just keep pushing back the Native Americans. I might actually send this army because it's smaller. Once we're done subduing this region of Peru, we will move on to probably Africa, colonize through here. In the meantime, though, I'm sending one of my militaries off to Japan to start that conquest. I don't know what Japan's military is. 35,000. Okay, we can win that. They are not as technologically advanced. Plus, Korea and stuff have actually invaded that region. Apparently, Korea thought they could get independent of the Ming. They are going to regret that. However, we do need to squash some native rebels in Peru and La Plata. Because of course we do. One always has to do squashing of rebels randomly. Yeah, there's a little bit of trouble with the rebels up there in Louisiana, so hopefully that will be dealt with soon before they get independence. Other than that, we're moving an army down to Africa. So if we need it, we can use it in our conquest of Japan. But also more importantly, they will just be able to reduce rebellion there, which, considering I lowered autonomy in pretty much all my lands that I could, is a very likely rebellious area. Same thing with Morocco, but I'm a little bit less concerned with Morocco, although I probably should be more concerned with Morocco. But for now, we will wait and increase our trade power, essentially. And we also do have some coring to do, but it's relatively minor. Weird. Maybe I have to put all the Peruvian stuff in the Jesuit order. We're still not getting this achievement of established Jesuit missions. It's strange. If anyone can tell me why that's not working, I'd be delighted to know. Unless it has to all be the Jesuit order, in which case I've kind of already messed things up horribly. Okay. Okay, we're not going to hire French people to run our armies. We're good with what we got. We do control the Congo's trade, well, one of their provinces, so let's boost trade power there. Cusco and separatists. Let me get a claim going on these guys. Or, yeah. Then we'll attack them, which should call Cusco into the war. Which means they're vulnerable now to being conquered. Okay, and that army has still got a ways to sail to Japan. Interestingly enough, Russia's involved with this war versus China, or rather the Ming. I don't know how they're gonna do though. The Ming are really strong. Okay. Japan has no vassals, but a handful of tributary states. Yeah. Um, I'll take the 50 gold. It doesn't make much difference, but I'll take it anyway. Yeah. Okay. We need to squash these rebels. Honestly, the rebels are more dangerous than the nations we're fighting at the moment. Okay. Conversion is going fairly well then. But with our conversion rate, it should be all good. Still need to help Louisiana a bit. And separatist rebels, of course. What is Europa without separatist rebels? Okay, let's start a war for Japan. Attack these guys. Japan should come to their aid, which is what we want. They shouldn't be able to stop our navy, but we do have to be a little bit careful of that. Again, we can only attack the Anu right now, but we might be able to steal a province or two from Japan. I'm going to do this yearly absolutism just to help a little bit. Harsh treat those guys. Good for the moment. Quick. Dirt cheap naval barrage for 9. Those are being converted. Okay. Where are you? Moroccan separatists, that's fine. You know what, I might actually send the stronger army up to North America. Now that I think about it. 6 there, 9 there, okay. Still do not have enough sailors coming in. Sailor income, our biggest issue. Nice, another province converted. Let's see if I can actually help with my subject nations. I imagine I can. I imagine it'll be really easy to do so, but... yes, I have to pass this control to Peru. Wrong one. Peru. Peru, and Peru. And that is Peru, under control. Awesome. Okay, I guess I'll march this army towards Brazil for its pickup, its eventual pickup. It's going to be a little while first. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it here, now that I think about it. Because there are going to be rebels. I might as well help my colonial nation before it starts to collapse on me. Speaking of rebels. Let's just quickly divert you to there, and then up to there. Of course, this gets weaker with the additional states, but it's a little bit of a help. Okay. Our war in Japan going well. I'd like to at least take the island. So that's one Japanese province I need. Okay, easy victory there. Can I throw down any more ship stuff? No, not at the moment. I don't know if I actually want to waste sticking them in my capital at the moment. I think I'd be better off spending it out here. Even if I don't get full effect from that region. I think it's more likely that that will get me more people. And now on to Japan. I can no longer attack Brandenburg. That's fine. If there's any other major conquests going on in the HRE, we can intervene to some degree. Although I have a feeling if these guys die, there's a problem. That is the last elector of the HRE, so if they die, I think the HRE comes to an end. Not sure yet, though. Let's put an admiral back in charge of this, I think. Yes. And we will promptly sail into Japan's fleet, if possible. Nope, they're gonna get away. Cool. Now we will cross, and I believe we can beat Japan's military. Oh, easy. Oh well, I might as well overrun Japan now. Harsh treat you. Cannot harsh treat you. It's delightful. Okay. More harsh treatment. We are up to 50 absolutism. Once that's converted, we're even in better shape. One of the nice things about Japan is any provinces I take here, I can add to trade companies, so it'll actually be my personal lands. Which is not huge, but it will help a bit. Although that 25 mercenary is a little expensive. Court and country, oh delightful. I always forget this thing exists. Sort it out themselves. I'm not going to get involved. Moroccan separatists. When in doubt, always blockade straits. I learned that lesson a while ago. Also, apparently I may need to focus military ideas, military stuff. Not sure though. We're doing fairly well. Oops, not force march. Autonomous suppression, rather. Come on. There we go. Probably won't really do anything at all, but well, it does a little bit. The more states, obviously, the less effective, but with them at least being all Catholic, that does help a little bit. 44,000. Okay, so we need to get this army out of Japan soon. Okay, maybe after I take the Japanese fort, we can fall back, work there instead. Or not, because apparently we have more separatists. Awesome. Trier somehow is still intact. I'm worried about my tiny little military here. I don't have enough power to give them a general. Okay. Give them a general. And then let's move over this 15, I guess. As delightful as you are, I do have to allow my colonial nations to try and survive on their own at some point. Okay, that's dealt with, that's dealt with, that's dealt with, that's dealt with. Now I just need to take the Japanese fort, hopefully take one of Japan's provinces themselves, and then we can stop with these wars and rush back to save Africa. And maybe endure a court and country disaster. And I got stacked white. Delightful. Okay. Yes. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We really need that Japanese military back. Need my Japanese expeditionary force. Great, more rebels. Come on, you can do this. 64%, you can do this. There we go. Oh, I don't actually control that province, I cannot demand it. Okay. Then we've got a short march here to retake that province. I want at least to get one province on the Japanese mainland. It just makes life easier. Okay. More rebels. Okay. Just waiting to see if Colombia will actually take the province or not. They will, okay. There we go. Cool. That's a good start on the conquest of Japan, I think. Obviously, we will wish to... Darn, I canceled that. Convert it, but more importantly, get this army back to Africa. Not include subjects at the moment. Okay. Load you up. Back to Africa we go. Specifically there. At least they're not religious separatists. That would make my life a lot worse. Oh, many separatists. Now let's harsh treat you. Harsh treat you. Can't harsh treat you. Can harsh treat you though. And we have a ton of money. So let's get Porto, level 3 port. Tangiers, world port. Okay, that's a start. We'll turn Zanzibar, or Zanzibar is a world port. We'll turn, oh, we already have a top port nearby. We'll upgrade that. We will put a upgraded one in. Oh, I can't because it's not a state. Great. Let's do Malacca. Port to level 2. I think that's all we can do. Okay. Whew. All going to be some fairly delicate management in some places. Oh, great. Courting country is coming, and we've got rebel issues. I mean, I kind of anticipated all that, but still, doesn't make it any easier to deal with in the short run. Fleet is on the way. It's good. Still training there, not training there, not training there. Okay. I just have to be close to actually be able to subdue this area. Just as long as I'm within like 3 or 4, I'll be good. Apparently we're now going to have to devote one of our diplomats to subject countries to keep Mexico particularly under control. They're going to revolt. I almost want them to revolt now so I can crush them. Okay. Okay, we're fabricating a claim on these guys. Good to know. That has been converted. Also good to know. More things we convert in core, the better. Okay, that colony finished. Keep trying to cut off France from that area. Okay, that is this region subdued. Good. Still training 2 troops there, that's fine. Unlawful territory, Ansbach. That led to way too many powerful people for me to actually intervene. Although I really want to get some land in the HRE. French La Plata is a thing. Wonder. Of course France would join, but I'm wondering if I start a war with La Plata, if anything would happen. Path of debt. Start a war with a colony. Okay. Doesn't help much. I don't really entirely know how to use that mechanic. Someone could explain that, that would be kind of useful, because I know it's a thing you can start wars in your colonies, but it's not really making it obvious how I start a war with them. You get what I mean? Ming have announced me. How many rivals do I have? Oh, only 4. I guess I did just lose the Mamelukes. Okay, these guys are in full strength. Time to go squash some rebels. Rebels, 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 rebels. Okay. Yeah. Did that count as shipping off a minority? It did. Good. Oof, I can't afford to take any ideas for a while. I need to get the tech. Okay. Zoom in. There we go. Sometimes the zooming in lags and it's frustrating, but what can you do? I should probably build trade depots everywhere I can too, which I haven't done. Volto's done. Nice. Okay. No colonists to send. Recall you, send you to there, I guess. I need to figure out a way to block off some of the French lands being taken or expanding. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. More trade power the possible, the better. Because we're gonna have to go reconquer Morocco now. which I should be okay with, but it's going to take a little while. Especially since the Azores just revolted on me. Great. Nope, stay right where you are. Yes. Okay. Load these guys up. Back to Morocco. Again we go. At least we have an army now that should be able to control East Africa without us having to keep moving an army back. Doesn't have the most transport ships, but what can you do? At least we can say one thing, is that we get a lot of money from gold. Pretty much funding our entire empire off gold from Mexico and Peru. Oh, and Brazil, of course. Okay. You're a strong general. Take those guys out. Boy, defensive ideas, amazing. Defender of the Faith helps quite a bit too. Okay. Hopefully that should automatically retake control of that region. Another one there. Can I stop this revolt? Kilwa, yes I can, temporarily. Looming disaster of courting country is getting very close. Cores in Japan are going fairly well. They won't rapidly convert that whole area. In the meantime, let's dispatch it to convert some of my colonial nations. Now with a permanent diplomat improving relations with my colonial nation, I should no longer have to keep meddling in Mexico, which is good. We only get 7 gold from tariffs. It's more the trade we're after. Yay, tech. For once, we're actually ahead of time in Diplotech. Or, ahead of our other 2 stats in Diplotech. I haven't been that way since the beginning of the game. Okay. That is an entire transport fleet, so we're going to move you to there. No way I'm going to be able to get more unlawful territory here, but it's worth a try. Everybody there is still too strong. I'm on this guy. Army has arrived back in Morocco. Nice part is a good portion of these provinces will automatically convert back because of forts. Something of a relief. Although these guys I'll have to deal with. I'll stick a fort up there too. Since we could afford it, I might as well make sure my homeland is very safe. Almost 60 absolutism. Okay. And is that enough for California? I do not know. I'd hope it would be enough for California, but I could have messed up with this one. Looks like I did. Okay, so I've messed up twice now getting California. I feel very stupid about that. The Anu have revolted. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, let's end this here. We're going to hit court and country. Actually, let's go till court and country happens. That way we can come up with a plan to deal with the disaster. And court and country stopped. Like, literally the month it was supposed to fire, we got our unrest under control. Okay, well, I guess that'll be it from me. So thank you guys all for watching. Next episode we'll get a little bit further. Probably fight another war with Japan, I'm gonna guess. Once the peace deal expires. Japan doesn't really have any allies. Or Yata. We'll work on that. Clearly we're not gonna have to do court and country, which is amazing. But we do have to deal with all this unrest. Keep squashing rebels. We'll pick a fight with these guys, which I will start now. And that will be it. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.